Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another car review. Today you join me from a 2015 Mercedes A-Class 220 CDI. So essentially it's the entry level into Mercedes' brand. It's the A-Class, it's a small hatchback, 5 doors. This one's finished in white with some multi-spoke alloy wheels which look quite nice. This one is the AMG Sports line as well, so it just looks a bit more sporty in terms of exterior little trims and things. I'll go through the details a bit later. But yeah, so a little hot hatch for, you know, like I said, the big wide market out there. Quite cool. This one's a diesel. This one has a 2.1 litre diesel engine, producing 170 horsepower and about 260 to 70 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, bags of torque. You know, it's a very small car, to be honest with you. So yeah, should be, you know, hopefully should be quite good fun. Like I said, this is the AMG Sports line. It's got the 7-gear Tronic, or whatever the hell it's called, basically automatic gearbox, and it's got the various different modes. I've got sports and eco, and obviously normal. So I've currently got the car in the obligatory sports mode. Obviously, I know it's not a hot hatch as such, but it's, you know, I do it with every single car anyway, just because it just makes it a bit more fun wherever it is anyway. So yeah, so what I've found out, or, you know, first impressions so far, is the gearbox is actually quite slow, so quite a bit slower to, you know, as you would expect, the A45. So I drove the A45 a while back, possibly over a year ago now, maybe, or roughly about a year ago. I'll put a link to that somewhere on the screen, so you can go and check that review out. It's probably one of my first proper reviews with Ron Road cars, so it's not great, but yeah, I had a good laugh making it, and I had my mate join me as well, Chris. So yeah, that was a good laugh. But anyway, yeah, so the gearbox is a lot slower. Obviously, you can change the gears manually, even though in sports mode, etc. That's what normally happens. Yeah, so they're a bit slower changing, but you know, it's what's expected. Driving position wise, it's actually very, very good. You can adjust the seat very, very, you know, very, very well, I suppose. Obviously, you can sit quite low in the seat like I normally do. You can also adjust the steering wheel as well to suit your different needs. These seats, I do really like these seats. They are a mixture between, obviously, Alcantara, which is a synthetic suede, and leather. But I just really like the cut of them. They're like sort of like a tombstone, almost like, or similar to the Scirocco seats. So I drove a Scirocco a couple of weeks back, very similar to that, but obviously just a nice, more premium feel to them, as you expect from a German brand such as Mercedes. Like I said, because it's obviously the AMG pack, you do have the nice little quirks about it in terms of the interior. So interior wise, it's got like a lovely sort of carbon fascia dash. Obviously it's fake, but it just, yeah, it looks quite cool. Same with the dials as well. Dials have got like carbon surrounds, etc. on the inside, which just makes it look nice. You've got red stitching around the steering wheel, and it's obviously a flat bottom steering wheel as well, so yeah, just that a bit more sporty. And again, the door cards and the rest of the car is finished with lovely like leather and Alcantara mix, so yeah. In terms of driving, it's very quiet. Obviously it's a diesel car, so you don't expect any sort of exhaust note or anything out of it, but very quiet, very easy to drive. Like I said, gearbox is just ponds away in the background, it's fine. 7 gears, so you know, plenty of gears to get you going, and you know, motorways, etc. So you can be sat in a very high gear, you know, low revs, no sound, comfortable. So obviously it's got cruise control and all the other bits you'd expect. Yeah, it's got obviously as well. It's got the obviously, as if you'd know, it's got the Harman Kardon optional extra sound system, which I've had a Harman Kardon sound system in my Mini Clubman. You can see one of those videos. I wouldn't recommend it. They're terrible. They're ages ago. Looks like I filmed on some like a potato or something. But yes, so the Harman Kardon sound system is very, very good, and I would recommend it to anyone if they're just they have to spec any sort of car. Yeah, very, very good. Brake, I don't know why everyone's braking, but yeah, no, very, very good. This is obviously front wheel drive, so it puts all this power down to the front wheels. Yeah, it seems absolutely fine if you ask me. Visibility wise, really, really good. Really big mirrors. Visibility out the back is not great. It's quite a small screen out the back. You can't see much out of it. Obviously it's just a hatchback, and it's just the way it obviously looks at. But other than that, it's absolutely fine. Again, lovely sort of aluminium dash feel, or dash, or see around the vents, etc., which looks very nice. Just get that really nice German premium feel. So yeah, suspension damping in terms of like just driving around in these various bits of roads, etc., is absolutely fine. You don't really feel any of the road, if I'm honest with you. So even if I was to go over a few potholes, I probably wouldn't even know. So it's obviously very, very good. I don't know whether it's adaptive or not. I'd say no, but yeah, it seems to cope well with the different road surfaces. What else is it to talk about? Yeah, really cool hot hatch. So this particular car has done just under, or just shy of 34,000 miles, with obviously full service history. Obviously a couple of years old, so yeah, roughly what you expect. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really. It's a really cool little quirky diesel car, basically, that, you know, if you're, I'd say probably single, or if you're, you know, if you're in a relationship, there's only two of you possibly, that's the sort of cars. I wouldn't necessarily put it as a family car. People probably do, you know, buy them and use them as family cars. Absolutely fine. I don't think it's probably wise, if I want to, because the boot isn't that big. It's not what it's meant for. It's not a family car. But yeah, no. So decent size, plenty of leg room in the back. Don't get me wrong. It's absolutely fine to sit in. You know, there's plenty of space, but it's not a family car. In terms of where it fits in the market, is sort of in between your sort of Ford Focus diesel cars, your Audi A3 diesel cars. Yeah, that's the sort of market. The BMW 1 Series, that's probably its ultimate rival. It's probably like a 120D or something like that. Really slots in that bracket. 0 to 60 you can expect on this is just over 8 seconds. So not super slow, to be fair, and not ultra quick as well. You know, AMG, you know, A45 AMG, you could probably get that in about half, roughly, which is crazy. But yeah, not, you know, decent amount of power. It doesn't weigh much. Perfect for, you know, like a long commuter. You can expect, and talking to long commuting, you can expect an average of around 60 to low to high 60s in terms of miles per gallon, as a sort of flat line across, you know, high mileage in terms of motorway driving, and B-road driving is, yeah, straight through the middle. You probably roughly expect about 60, which again is brilliant if you want to do. Annual tax is 20 quid. Yeah, it's a bit of a no-brainer really. It's a really cool little hot hatch, really nice premium hot hatch as well. You know, if you started with this sort of car, you know, or first or second car, you'd be pretty chuffed. So yeah, so that pretty much rounds up my sort of first impressions / review of this car. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment down below if you have, or things that you think I should do better, or things you would like to know about the car. Please give it a thumbs up if you've liked it, and don't forget to subscribe for plenty more videos to come. Again, massive thank you to Ron Road Cars for allowing me to take the car out for, you know, a couple of hours or whatever, just taking it out for a drive and being able to do a review on it and actually get a feel for what the cars are like, etc. If you're interested in this car, go and check them out. I'll link a website in the description below, and I'll see you guys very soon for any more videos coming. Cheers, bye.